my. Okay, holidays always a very busy time, and this morning we are helping you cut down on the holiday chaos. Kathi Burns is here. She's got tips on how to master your muck during the holidays. And by the way, How to Master Your Muck is the name of your new book. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on.
I'm holding the book up. Boy, this time of year, things get so hectic. We have so many events, so many things going on. Give us some clues as to how we can manage all of this.
Well, you know, this is the time, you're totally right, that it's the most muck-filled area in the whole year. And basically, I think the number one thing is to optimize your time. You know, as a professional organizer, it's all about kind of chunking your task into similar types of tasks. So, you know, whenever you're making dinner, why not make 2 or 3? Why not freeze some? It also helps you with your waistline during the holidays because you have food that you can fall back on whenever you're in a shopping frenzy and exhausted.
That's smart. You're maximizing your time, you know, thinking in bulk. I love that. Great idea. Also, you say some other tips that you have. Make sure you plan ahead and think ahead. I mean, that really is key, isn't it?
Planning ahead and actually setting your agenda in advance of the week is really critical this time of the year. I mean, in my book, I talk a lot about goal setting and time management, but it's a lot about, as most importantly now. So before you plan your day, you want to decide like what routes you're going to take, what errands you're going to accomplish during that day, because you don't think that Santa really traveled without an itinerary, did you? To get that all done in overnight.
No.
So we need to take good advice from him and actually have an agenda before we leave the house, all the routes that we're going to take.
I love that. Okay, you also have a holiday organizer here. This is fantastic. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, I created this for my clients because a lot of them have too many loose papers and they can't figure out what to do with like their travel itineraries or their guest lists. They can't even remember what they gave last year or who they need to give this year. So this actually is a binder that contains it all in one. They can keep it on their shelf throughout the year, and so as they come up with ideas or as they clip magazine articles or any kind of little gift ideas, they can put it in it.
Okay, and you're opening it up here. You've got all kinds of, you've got card lists in there.
Yep, of course you have to have your stamps and your favorite pen. There's the cards list, you know, who you're sending cards to with their addresses. The gifts list, of course, got to keep that, check it twice. And then the next thing is perhaps receipts for the gifts, so that if you get something and someone has to return it, they can do that. The travel itineraries, whenever you actually set your plans in advance, you can actually keep track of those. And also this is a great place to put like party invitations and that type of thing, so you know where you're going. Traditions, we all have traditions for our family that we go over and over and over with. Maybe it's the night before Christmas actual story that you read. You can actually have it in here.
Oh, nice.
Catering and vendors in case you throw parties, and also the party guest list if they've RSVP'd, how many people. And then I was scrambling before I created this. I was always scrambling to find my Mexican wedding cake recipe.
Right.
Made it once a year. Where the heck is it? Now it's right here in this binder. And then obviously the greeting cards. So they're all right here in a nice, neat bundle.
All organized. Now, along with thinking in bulk and making maybe you make one meal, you make 5 at the same time, you also say it's a great idea when it comes to gift giving too. I
like having a theme for gift giving every year. It's really, really helpful to think, okay, this year everybody's going to receive perhaps services for professionals. So it could be, we often think of like massage certificates or pedicures, but why not give a professional organizer? Why not give an image consultant services for a friend? It's eco-friendly,
house cleaning,
clutter-free, house cleaning. Why not do house or babysitting? So they're all things that don't clutter your life. What I see in the field all the time with my clients is they have all these gifts. They didn't necessarily want them, and it created clutter in their environment. So think eco now, and think of things that you can give that are services that are usable.
I love that too, and it's a fresh idea, and you can really tailor it to the person that that you're giving the gift to. Also, you talk about the fact that you know, when it comes to accepting invitations and things like that, you really want to manage your time wisely. Is it okay during the holidays to say you've got 3 kids and to skip one of the holiday parties as far as making something? Or?
I think it's very important. I think that we get stuck in the muck of having to feel like we have to go to every single event that we're invited to. And I think especially during the holidays that you need to just be kind to yourself and gentle and say no and spend more time with the people that you want to spend time with. Even if that means not spending time with your family perhaps at the holidays, spend time with the people that you really want to spend time with. You don't have to travel far, far away every single year to see the relatives if that feels stressful for you.
Very good. I love that you give us permission to
You
budget
have
our
permission.
time wisely. You are actually going to be at a book signing.
I am.
Coming up. We want to get that information on our screen for how to master your muck, because of course the holidays are prime time for mastering muck, but it's all year long. So we want to get that information on the screen there. Tell us about your book signing.
I will be at the Encinitas Library speaking for 1 hour. If you like these tips, there's going to be plenty more. And my book will also be for sale, and it'll be book signed at the time. And it's a full hour seminar, and it's actually free to the public. Encinitas Library this coming Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m.
Perfect
Anyone
timing.
who orders this book as well through KUSI, we love our KUSI viewers, they'll receive a free How to Master Your Holidays organizing tip sheet.
Very nice. A little addition for you. How to Master Your Muck. Kathi Burns, thank you so much. Here is the book. So nice to meet you.
Thank you,
Great
Bridget.
tips for the holidays. I love the binder, the organizer. Great idea. Thanks
you.
so much. We'll have you back again when it's time to clean up for spring.
Get organized in January.
Okay. This is a wedding planner's ultimate fundraising bash. 40 weddings, $40 each, and the entire party shut down within an hour. Frederica Whitfield has the details.
My dream as a little girl, was